What's up, guys? Welcome back to Generic Podcast. I am here with my co-host Sam. Say hi, Sam.
Hello.
Today, okay. Today we're going to be talking about A Sound of Thunder by Ray Bradbury. What a great story, might I add. The way Bradbury uses the butterfly effect in this story is just phenomenal. Am I right, Sam?
Yes, I totally agree with you on that one.
Me and Sam have a document here, and we have our background game as per usual. Always Roblox, never any other game.
Always.
And we have a document I have right here of questions that we're going to be answering today. Commonly asked questions about this, by us, not anybody else, because that doesn't really matter. Okay. So Sam, first off, what did you think of this story? What'd you like about The Sound of Thunder? Let's get that out of the
I
way.
really enjoyed it. It really did elaborate and expand upon the butterfly effect, especially when it quite literally gave a effect that a butterfly had caused. I feel like that was really well put into the story, and I feel like the story really followed that path and did very well upon it.
Yeah, I think it's a great addition to the sci-fi genre, and I think it was a great story to go over. I like the build up at the end where Echoes is freaking out, and tearing away at his boot. I think that is a great piece of it, and I like the ending when it's just a sound of thunder. Echoes gets a cat blown off on him. Oh, I got gears.
Can I add something?
Yeah. Purple.
Okay. I feel like it really set a precedent for the future genres upon sci-fi because it was one of the first big ones.
Yeah.
So I feel like it really did expand the genre and gave a broader view of it.
Yeah, and you can see its influence in a lot of pop culture. Specifically, Back to the Future uses the butterfly effect, like when he starts disappearing after he prevents his mom and dad from meeting, and then he has to go and fix that, in the movie. I think,
Yes.
and that's one of the most iconic movies of all time. So without A Sound of Thunder, I mean, would we really have Back to the Future? I mean, I used to love those movies as a kid.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it could have been a first, but I think it did have a big, Son of Thunder did have a big influence on it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's drop into these questions. So, during our assignment, I classified Eccles as an antagonist. I see him as an antagonist. I know it's not voluntarily, but I think he is an antagonist in the story. What do you think about that?
I agree. I feel like even like you said, it was yeah.
Yeah, we get it.
It was still an antagonistic force, and it caused a big turning point in the story. And I feel like most antagonists are made for that reason.
Yeah, I mean, the election changed just because of that whole stepping on the butterfly. I mean, I also think it's his fault and language. Yeah, I think it's also his fault because he comes into this, he acts all cocky, high, and mighty just because, oh, well, my guy won the election, everything. I think he just thinks nothing bad can happen. And that carelessness is also what leads him to just run off the path and, at the end also say, oh, a butterfly couldn't have caused this, I think that's part of the reason I see him as an antagonist.
See, I agree with you. I think what you said was a very valid point. I completely agree with it.
Okay, okay, this is one of the, ones I think you wrote. Did you see the ending coming?
So, oh, I misspelled that.
Yeah, I see that.
To be honest, I did not expect them to kill him.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
That was a big plot twist.
Yeah, I mean, well, actually, we never really know. I mean, it just talks about. Oh, I can see you editing the document now. I'd have to double check, but I believe it only talks about just there being a sound of thunder. I mean, it couldn't have been. It might have not been Echoes. Maybe Echoes just airs the place out, but I don't really think he has the
I feel like
gauze to
it
do
was
that.
implied that I feel like it's implied that he was killed, but
Yeah.
I can see where you're trying to go with that one.
Okay. Oh, I liked this one. What major change do you think like just flipped this election right like on the complete other side? This is a post World War II story, by the way. I believe Miss Babbitt said. Um, I want to start with mine first. I think personally, and what this did is World War II never even happened because they elected a dictator. I mean, they wouldn't have known that if World War II had
Yeah.
happened.
I feel like exactly what you said. I feel like they didn't already know what was happening, so it might cause
Yeah.
World War II.
They couldn't see like any of the warning signs of a dictator or like what he was up to or what
Dictator could even do.
yeah, like cuz I just think World War II never even happened. These people haven't experienced the hardship or anything, you know? I mean,
Maybe he caused World War II. Would that
yeah.
also make him an antagonist?
Yeah, that would. Yeah. I don't know. I think that's a big argument that should be brought up. Um I like this question. I came up with this question. Would you also partially blame the company for being at fault with minimal safety measures? I mean, all they really said was, I mean, they're very strict with it, or very like, I don't know how to say it. Like, they mention it a lot that you have to stay on the path, but what really is keeping you on this path? I mean, Eccles was just able to run right off. It's just like a silver path. I think,
It quite literally was just platforms.
yeah, I think
Quite literally just said it was metal platforms.
I think the company is definitely partially to blame here. I mean, come on. You're going to have all these people go back in time definitely to fight a T-Rex, might I add. I mean, I guess it's moments from death, but how can you not expect them to get scared? This thing's like probably a few thousand pounds, towering at like 15 feet tall. And
And you can't bench that.
yeah, I can't bench that. I bench 250, by the way.
Just had to add that in.
Yeah, just let the people know. I would partially blame. I can't get up. I can't get up. I would partially blame the company. I think they're also kind of in the same boat as Echoes. I think that like nothing's gone wrong before. Why would it go wrong now? They got that kind of cocky behavior. Like we are immune to this.
The issue is he did sign a contract saying they wouldn't be at fault for anything that happened.
Yeah.
So I guess that could be brought up in that argument too, that he literally signed a waiver that puts them not at fault.
Yeah. Oh, Ash.
I did have one. Do you think the butterfly effect is real?
I don't. I feel like in smaller. I feel like yeah, everything has added up to this point, but I don't really think you can really bring up the butterfly effect without it being time travel. You know, because like I don't know, unless time travel has already happened. Oh my god, I can't get up this stupid ladder. I really don't know, to be honest. Like, I guess yeah. If I had to say yeah. I don't really know what I'm trying to explain here, but I just can't put it into words.
Personally, how I feel about it, I feel like the butterfly effect, in its of itself, it's explained that it is, one action happens, it causes something very far in the future, which I mean everything happens for a reason, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And so, inherently, I believe in the butterfly.
Yeah, I gotcha. No. I completely see what your reasoning is there. I also have a question. Do you think like this is a very big one here, in my opinion, the big one. What do you think would have happened if like the butterfly effect was like so severe that like the time travel company never even existed and they weren't able to go back, or do you think they would just like cease to exist? Like if he had actually killed something bigger and like that company just never existed, because that just becomes a whole thing. Because then technically he never would have come to the past.
Well, I feel like that's an entirely different thing. I feel like, dang, I don't know actually. You got me stumped on that one.
Yeah, see, like it's a lot to think about. And
Because I feel like that'd be an entirely different thing because he would and wouldn't be there.
yeah,
So
be like a whole what's it called?
I feel like that goes into like a multiverse type of talk.
Yeah. Okay, guys, and that is our 10 minutes of the day. This is Sam and Brayden signing out. See you guys next time.
Thank you.